Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the best kind of news that you could ever possibly want to see.
Best kind of news.
Best kind of news. Car stereo, 12-volt news.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But before we get to that, naturally, let's see what the weather. I feel this is an essential part of the show. You know, it's just
we
like,
have to see what's the
do you have your watch on? Oh, okay, you got your phone.
Yes, 79.
What we got? Partly cloudy, chances of rain.
Yes.
What do we got going on?
It definitely is gonna rain. Nah, it's not raining today.
No rain today.
Beautiful day today.
Nice.
86 is gonna be the highest.
200% humidity. Actually, humidity hasn't been too bad. It's kind of. You can tell it's kind of like, you know, like winter is coming, but a really weird winter where the only thing white that ever makes it on the ground is the beach sand.
Okay.
You know, I'm just saying. I mean, that's like Florida snow is Clearwater Beach.
Yeah.
You got to go there and be like, oh, it's almost like, you know, you go there on like a gray overcast day so that you feel like you're up north, which you wouldn't. You have no idea. And then you just kind of like, if you could position yourself just right, you can look at the sand on the ground and go, could be snow. Could be snow.
I like the sand. That's it.
Sand is definitely better.
Summer in Detroit. Ooh.
Oh wow! Yeah, look at that.
Well,
my heart goes out to you, buddy. Yeah, it's tough. And that was the idea. Let's be honest. It's news. How exciting can it be? But we're already late for some reason, and so we figure let's just jump right into it because we got a great show lined up for you as always. We've scoured the interwebs, which means we've gone to wrong button. We've gone to CE Outlook to find some of the best news ever. If you guys would like to follow along throughout the week and just kind of like turn your phone on mute.
You can do that.
If you'd like to follow along throughout the week at some of the other stories we don't report about because not so consumer side, you can head over to CE Outlook. And of course, all the links to the conversations that we have here will be posted after the show in the notes. So if you'd like to get more in depth or just see what the funny comments are, stuff like that. But thank you, CE Outlook, for allowing us to steal your news. Yeah, really what it comes down to.
All right.
First story up. As soon as I can get this thing to work here, I just hit this button. Wrong. This one right here. Yep, that's it. That's where it needs to be. First, escort radar detector with dash cam.
Yes.
Now, all right. So, escort is a conglomerate now. There's more than one brand that they're comprised of. So, Escort and Cobra have merged to the same company. Cobra has actually had this feature for a while, but Cobra is kind of their. I'm not going to say the term generic model, but it's kind of their entry-level model, whereas Escort has been reserved for like expensive, top-of-the-line stuff. So they've gone ahead and after doing 2 years with Cobra, they've now Escort Max, which I think is the one I have. It's called Max Cam 360C radar detector. It's a high-quality HD video dash cam that captures 78% of 4 pixels for standard and I'm all for these VCR combos. I feel like if you have a dash cam, this radar, you put too much stuff. Then you got your toll thing. You know, that would be nice if they built the toll thing into it too. Because then they just set one thing up on the dash from the top. We got a radar. No, I have a dash cam and this is my toll. We got a radar. It just came down. Is the audio bad? going on? We got some weird stuff with the audio. You know what it is? Sorry. All right.
What do you have?
I had the laptop on too. Probably.
Probably. That's better. Let me know, Kevin.
Sorry about that. What about the IRTA to fix
Worse.
it? Worse. How is it worse? Turn it on. That should be good.
Still bad. Okay.
Still bad.
No, it's still
Well, go. Fixed. Okay, fixed. All right, there we go. All right, so we're getting
Good.
fixed. There's a lag, so it might take
It's
a minute.
good.
Okay. All right, we're good. Sorry about that. All right, let's go back. All right, let's continue on. So if you're interested in picking up a combo all-in-one, then make sure you head over to pick Escort. You can go over to Escort's website. All right, moving along. SEMA news.
Yeah.
So this week, more suppliers exit SEMA. And we kind of knew this was going to happen, mainly because SEMA is dragging their feet, giving us their show criteria. And if it's blurry, I'm sorry, the image was blurry to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the problem. Everybody else that's having a convention has come out and said, these are going to be the rules. CES, which is going to happen in January, has come out and said, these are going to be the rules. Apex, which is another show that's going to happen the same time this is going to happen, has come out and said, these are going to be the rules. These rednecks have decided to just, hey man, we're going to watch. And so what's happening is the manufacturers aren't feeling the confidence. And there again, this is purely my opinion, based on nothing other than my opinion. In what we observe. So to pull out, what we're losing is Rockford Fosgate, Epsilon, Cernovega Diamond Audio, Wet Sounds have recently canceled their exhibits for this year. Out of those, Rockford was the big one. Rockford has a huge booth. Of course, Kicker has already pulled out, and a couple of the other brands that pulled out previously.
Boss, Power Base, and all this.
Yeah. Do I think it matters? I think is really the case.
I think it matters in this type of situation of these shows. If you're going to make a show, you have to make rules in any show, right? With this situation right now, if you see the different organizations are making rules and they moving forward, why not you do the same? Make the same thing. Even copy the rules and put it in your website, so at least the people can feel more comfortable and they're like, all right, at least they doing something, let's go. But if you're not moving forward, I think they use, it's going to be their own fault.
I think it will be too. Yes, we are still going to Rockford. We'll have more details next week as far as that, and talk about that some more. I don't know, man. Is it going to happen? Are we going to see a SEMA? I think we are, because I think car audio is a much. There's a lot of facets to this. Is it going to be a big show? Probably not the big show that they're hoping for, but I feel it's still going to happen. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I honestly kind of don't care either way. It's like I would love to go, and we're planning on going as of right now. We still have our plane tickets. We still have our hotel reservations. Everyone that we know on the inside is saying that it is going to happen. I don't have a friend of a friend of a friend. I have we have somebody that deals with them directly, and they're still saying it's going to happen. So in there again, I don't know. I just don't know, but honestly, don't care. If we end up not going, we end up not going. There's next year.
Oh, it's always next year, but
yeah.
If you can prevent and put something in there, so at least people feel more comfortable.
Yeah, you would think, but hey.
Yeah.
This article. How much back order is on the books?
Oh my gosh.
So this one's kind of funny because there's still people out there, and I know none of you guys are them, that don't understand what is happening in the world. Like, a guy reached out to me the other day and said, is Morel stuff on back order? And it's like, yeah, everybody's stuff is on back order.
Everything is in back.
It's like
Plastic,
ridiculous.
wood, everything.
Every single thing. One 12-volt distributor has 5.4 million on the books in back orders. Another said over 6 million in back order. We had a manufacturer in here the other day, and we were talking with them, and he goes, "You know how much money I owe on my credit line right now? 0. You want to know when the last time I didn't owe you guys any money was? I can't even remember that. You know how much we had $15,000 worth of product on back order with them." And then I think, what was it? It was either 36 or 64,000 radios, one SKU on back order nationally. All right, just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
Think about that though for a minute. Let's just say it was 36,000, just because lack of a conversation. 36,000 radios, one SKU on back order throughout the United States. That's not even a realistic number. Like, I don't even know who would need 36,000 of these radios. I think it's a bloated number in the fact that people are having to order like 100 of them to get 4.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
and that's just that, you know.
So the problem is, okay, so smaller distributors said their back orders were in the range of a half to a whole million, which is nice. Add to the size dealer, you're looking at over about 3 million in total back order. In-store chains are saying they're about 50 million, meaning retailers are saying they got about
50,000.
50,000 on back order. One retailer said, this was a chain store, obviously, said they have 3.5 million on order. The amount would cost the problem. So here's the problem, and I don't think this is going to happen. A lot of these store chains, a lot of these retailers, a lot of these, they all have all this. And if it was to show up at one point in time, it would be kind of like, oh crap, which I don't think we have to worry about. And that was the other side to this story, was like, what if it all showed up at once? What would you do? And I don't think we even have to have that conversation, because I don't think it's going to happen.
No, I don't think it's going to happen.
You have been extremely lucky for sure, because that isn't typically the case.
Yeah.
But either way, it's a lot of fun.
Some people, they have a good log, and it's like, we ordered this and we have it perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing okay, but I mean, we stock a ton of equipment, so
yes, we do. And radios right now is crazy.
Speaking of radios, radios that have been kind of in stock, mainly just because they're $1,000, is the floating screen radio, and the sales for it have climbed. There was 2 interesting takes on this story. One of the takes was, oh my God, everyone is adopting this, and we're super happy. We're going to make more. There was one company that said that. But where I think the real common sense came from our guy, and he was like, listen, are they selling right now? Yes. Have people decided to adopt these? Don't know. Right now, people are buying anything they can get their hands on. So to say that, when Alpine came out with the Halo many years ago, it was a very slow climb. Sure, there were some early adopters that bought it right away, like anything else, but nothing to just be like, this is going to work. Right. But it was enough to where Pioneer and everyone else got on board, Kenwood, JVC, all of these guys. And this year, we're really starting to see everyone's, because Pioneer came out with theirs ahead of Kenwood's, but then COVID happened. Pioneer got a year off. Kenwood had a year to kind of fill in. And so we're not seeing an actual real release of this radio in a normal circumstance. I don't think we're going to see that for a couple of years.
Right.
Do I think people are adopting this? Yes. Do I think it's going to be the future? Unfortunately, yes. But as far as the adoption rate goes, I think people are just buying them to buy them right now, because it's like, I got to have something.
Well, I mean, it's big screen, touch screen, able to do, cool stuff in there. Why not? Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing that's in stock right now is like the navigation version of them. Like, you can get the navigation version because nobody wants it. But I mean, you're paying an extra $300 to $400 for it.
Right.
So.
Right. It's funny, right?
I don't think we have anything to worry about there. that's not. Yeah, I don't think we have anything to worry about with that one. Everybody's in the same boat they are. But enough of the bummer. That sucks. Let's move on to some good news. New product announcements. That's right. Even in this time of holy crap, we have no inventory. There's time to release new products, which is awesome because like this market right here, power sports for Rockford is huge. And right now the power sports industry is in a boom, just like anything else. They've just announced 2 new audio specifics for Polaris and Can-Am vehicles. Should I read off these model numbers?
I mean, you can.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, the system is comprised. Basically, what we have is new plastics.
Yes.
So they've, which I'm super excited about. I love it when the manufacturers take it in their hands. Don't rely on somebody else to make plastics. So they've taken their product line and they've made new dash panels that can easily go into these devices and add their radios and speakers into them. Gives you a nice finished look, very factory fit. And we'll just call it that. But they've released these 2 new products, which is pretty awesome. And super excited that they've done it.
Yes, they do.
We'll be out there, like I said, in 2 weeks. I know, 2 weeks. And hopefully we'll get to learn more about the process of how they do this, because I'm more intrigued. One of the things that intrigues me is how between side-by-sides and motorcycles, how they develop these things so fast, and also where is this going to, because we know at some point this was going to segue into cars. So I'm anxious to see what their roadmap is for that.
Yeah. And just I'm sorry.
Wrong one.
Right here. I'm the same way. I wish I could have one of these things. Just to have the cool thing that they make for it,
For us to wear, you know what I mean? It becomes.
I don't know, just to go around it,
drive around the
drive around
complex.
it. Yes, that's it. Nothing crazy.
Not that this is news. I don't always hate on Android. I have nothing. It's just from experience. It's what it is. I don't mind people that have Android phones. I don't mind Android phones. I like a lot of Android phones. What I don't like is that
connectivity.
It will kill a demo every time. That's all it is.
And like Dean said, it's because of the experience, and not just him. It happens to me. It happens to it happens to every single one.
Unless you own one and have known everything about it,
right?
It's just it'll kill a demo every time. If you know how to use your Android phone, spectacular.
Yes, that's it.
It's no hate on the phone. I don't have a problem with the phone. They make way better phones than Apple phones, that's for sure.
Totally.
Let's be honest, they're always ahead of the game. Following along in the new product category, what is this? This is a mini DSP.
What?
Yeah. Huh. So some people may not know the name HKI, but you do, and the reason why you do is because they're the importers for Ground Zero and Sound Digital, as well as for the wire, and there's also a new category. But anyways, HKI has decided to brand themselves as a brand, and also they've looked at the industry, and because electronics are hard to get their hands on, they decided at this point in time is a great time to come out with a DSP. Now, this is a mini DSP. It's conformal coded. It's 4 channels of input and 8 channels of DSP output. Maximum input level is 4 volts, 8 RCAs. Frequency response is 10 to 24,000. Let's see. Let's go through crossover type: Linkwix, Riley, Butterworth, Bezel. Input EQ is 15 bands. Output EQ is 8 bands per channel. Basically, it's a whole bunch of fun. It's got 3 presets. We haven't had a chance to play with this thing yet.
Do we know what's the size of this?
I
totally understand. It says it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, it doesn't look that big.
No, it doesn't look that small.
It is small though, because you're looking at like 4 RCAs and a 3 Phoenix connector. So my guess it's about maybe 4 inches.
Yeah, we don't have specifications in there.
No, size is
5.9.
Yeah, I do totally guess that 5.9, 4.3, 1.7. So it's 4 inches. Man, I'm good. Damn. Anyways, It is going to be set through a phone connectivity. It's not a laptop style DSP to make it easier. They're going after it. Like I said, it is conformal coded. This is going with their amplifier, with Sound Digital being one of their brands. They're small. The DSPs are going to follow suit. Hopefully we'll get our hands on one of these and get to play with it and see. I'm anxious to, it's a DSP, so I'm anxious to just kind of see what it does.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I'm excited to see how it works.
Totally, dude. Moving on, one other new product. It's not really a new product. It's an update to a product. Arc Audio has pushed an update for their legendary DS8 Pro. This is their DSP that our good friend Brian Mitchell uses in his car. Seems how he works for Arc Audio. Some of the new features, this is a software update. So if you have one of these processors, you can just do the software update. However, what someone asked is, will it migrate over your presets? And the answer is yes. However, as soon as you do that, it's going to update them to their newest format. So if you want to keep them, make sure to put them in a file. So don't just update it, export your file out, put it in a safe place in case you need to get back to it, because once it updates, it is non-reversible. So, which is true with any software update that you do. There's a chance you could lose your data. So always back up.
Always.
New features that it has, it takes it from a 31 band EQ to a 37 band EQ.
37, huh?
It's crazy. Okay. Added filter types for all bands, first and second order all pass filters, low and high shelving. It is now compatible with REQ, Room EQ Wizard. You can import files from there. Built-in sweeps, and pink noise generator. Acoustic summing plot tool. So it's got some new upgrades. At some point, I think we'll just get Brian on and let him tell us all about it. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because I know he loves this processor, and it's ridiculous how much stuff this can do. Oh yeah.
Somebody say,
okay.
We need more channels.
Yeah. Never mind, bands need more channels. Well, the thing about this processor is you have to remember is you can stack these processors. So if you need more channels, you buy a second processor and you can stack them together on top of one another. So it is one of the few products out there where you can stack multiples. So yes, you need more channels, buy another one. You have 16 channels.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so pretty exciting. You got something over there? Oh, yes, good call. All right, hold on. Let me pull you up here. Your number. Yes, also in the news, we have Mark Fukuda is going to be Master Tech Expo, which is Mobile Solutions' big expo they have coming up. Mark Fukuda is going to be there teaching a class as well as doing the keynote. Do you have the other news that they just released this week?
No, they just released this one. This is the new one right now. I went and looked.
One of the other stories that they haven't really talked about is if you are going to be going to the Master Tech Expo, which Kicker was giving away a pass to and paying for the flight and all that, doing a full pass to it. Another celebrity other than us
and
him, joking, Mr. Ken Diggett.
Yep, Dave
Ken Diggett will be also there doing a presentation, which is he won't be there just to sign autographs. I don't even know if he's going to sign autographs. He'll be there working. They have a whole idea set up. They're going to have a car. They're going to have that's already built, and they're going to have him designing the process. You know, if you've ever seen the show Bitch and Rides, they're going to have him there explaining his process. So drawing and walking you through how they got from his desk to a finished car. So that I'm pretty excited about that. That'll be pretty neat.
But this is actually really cool. Like him, Mark Fukuda being there. You know, he's been in the industry for so many years.
Yeah.
Right. He actually holds different titles of competition, SPL, sound quality.
Well,
I
he's
guess.
been in the industry for. I mean, we have his product right over there.
Yes.
The sled that you can buy from.
He worked for Rockford also.
Of course.
And that van
Everyone works for.
is
Rockford.
gonna be right.
That van is going to be there.
It's going to be there.
He's cleaning it up, shining it up, getting it all set and ready to go. It's going to be period correct. I mean, it's been sitting in a warehouse. I've seen pictures of it when it was sitting in the warehouse, just doing. I mean, it's got a CRT TV in it. It's kind of funny. So, more information from Master Tech Expo slowly being released.
Yeah.
Slowly being released. We did talk to Brian earlier this week. We're, of course, going to see him in 2 weeks when we're out at Rockford because he's right down the street. So we plan on hooking up with him on Friday and doing some just I don't know. We're going to do something with him, which is going to be pretty fun. Also, if any of you guys follow Gary Bell and Matt Schaefer's podcast that they do, which is the old-fashioned car audio podcast. There's been a lot of people asking when I'm going to be on it. I'll be on episode 7. We're going to record that later this week. I think they're on season 2, episode 3 or 4 right now.
Okay.
I'm listening to the first one, Jeremy Carlson, local boy here down in Miami. And, but I'll be on episode 7. So that'll be fun for those of you guys that haven't watched it. Car audio fabricator Mark was on season 1. I think he was on like episode 3 or 4, something like that. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, Nick Wingate did a show on there. It was like 3 hours long. Our boy Brian Mitchell was on there. So it's a lot of fun. They interview a lot of nice guys. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they were nice enough to ask me to be on the show. So I'm pretty excited. I get excited too. Yeah, which is all kinds of fun. All right. We got any other stories that we've missed?
Yeah.
We got them all? All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's news. Hey, listen, if you have news that you would like us to talk about, if something comes across your desk that is car audio related, any type of car audio related, whether it be from big SPL, crazy stuff, all the way down to, hey, they came out with this cool cigarette lighter adapter, by all means, send us an email at carstereotalk@yahoo.com.
Yep.
I'll check it out. If it's something we want to add in the new show, we definitely will. Thanks, guys. That's all I got to say. It's Friday. Go have fun. Tomorrow night is Saturday, so make sure to tune in to Car Stereo Talk with Dean and Fernando on YouTube on the regular 5-Star Network. We'll be having all kinds of fun, answering your questions, doing all kinds of neatness. We finally almost figured out the whole new system. Obviously, we had a little glitch there with the microphone at the beginning. My bad. But whatever.
This guy, I swear.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.